This is one of the most popular unsolved mysteries that has captivated people all over the world for years. But what exactly is the secret of the Bermuda Triangle? Why do we still not know what happened to the hundreds of people who have disappeared in this area? And why does it continue to be such a dangerous place, even today? To answer these questions, we must first define what the Bermuda Triangle actually is. The Bermuda Triangle is a loosely defined region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean. A number of aircraft and ships are said to have mysteriously disappeared. It is roughly bound by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, with most of the action happening between Florida and the Bahamas. The exact boundaries of the triangle are not precisely known, but they usually include the islands of Bermuda, the Bahamas, and the Turks and Caicos Archipelago. The idea of the Bermuda Triangle was first popularized in the early 20th century. When a number of aircraft and ships went missing in the area, this led to speculation that there was something unusual or mysterious going on in the region. One of the earliest known references to the Bermuda Triangle was in a 1950 issue of Reader's Digest, which featured an article about the alleged disappearance of a US Navy squadron of bombers in the area. Since then, the Bermuda Triangle has captured the public imagination and has been the subject of countless books, TV shows, and films. The most famous being the Twilight Zone episode, The Hitchhiker, which aired in 1960 and featured a man who hitchhikes into the Bermuda Triangle and disappears. Despite its popularity in fiction, there is no real evidence to support the idea that anything unusual or mysterious is happening in the Bermuda Triangle. In fact, most of the disappearances that have been attributed to the Bermuda Triangle can be explained by natural phenomena, such as storms, tides, and currents. These natural phenomena can cause ships to sink and aircraft to crash, just as they can anywhere else in the world. However, some people believe that there is more to the Bermuda Triangle than just natural phenomena. They believe that there is something supernatural or paranormal going on in the area that is causing ships and aircraft to disappear. One of the most popular theories about the Bermuda Triangle is that it is the site of a massive underwater volcano that is responsible for many of the disappearances. This theory is based on the fact that there are several underwater volcanoes in the area, and that one of them could have erupted in the past and caused a large number of ships and aircraft to be destroyed. However, there is no evidence that any underwater volcano has erupted in the Bermuda Triangle in recent history, and it is unlikely that one would go unnoticed by scientists today. Another popular theory is that the Bermuda Triangle is home to a portal to another dimension or a black hole. This theory is based on the fact that there have been several reports of strange lights and other unusual phenomena in the area. However, these reports are often contradictory or unreliable, and there is no scientific evidence to support the idea that there is a portal to another dimension or a black hole in the Bermuda Triangle. Despite the lack of evidence for any supernatural or paranormal activity in the Bermuda Triangle, people continue to be fascinated by it. In fact, there have been several reports of strange things happening in the area in recent years. One of the most recent was in 2017 when a group of divers claimed to have found the wreck of a lost city near the island of Bermuda. The divers said that they found buildings, streets, and other structures that appeared to be from an ancient civilization. However, this discovery was never confirmed by archaeologists or other experts. Another recent strange event in the Bermuda Triangle was the disappearance of a boat named the Eleonora in 2015. The boat was sailing from Puerto Rico to Bermuda when it disappeared without a trace. A search was conducted, but the boat and its crew were never found. This case remains unsolved and has added to the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. Some believe that the Bermuda Triangle is simply a myth, and that all the disappearances that have occurred in the area can be explained by natural phenomena or human error. They argue that the media has blown the story out of proportion, and that the Bermuda Triangle is not any more dangerous than any other part of the ocean. Others, however, believe that there is something more to the story, and that the Bermuda Triangle is a real phenomenon that is responsible for many of the disappearances that have occurred in the area. They believe that the Bermuda Triangle may be the site of a portal to another dimension, a black hole, or some other unknown phenomenon that is causing ships and aircraft to disappear. There have been many theories proposed to explain the Bermuda Triangle, but none of them have been proven. Some believe that the Bermuda Triangle is home to a massive underwater volcano that has caused many of the disappearances. Others believe that it is home to a portal to another dimension or a black hole. There is also a theory that the Bermuda Triangle is home to a giant underwater whirlpool that can suck in ships and aircraft. However, there is no evidence to support any of these theories, and they remain just that, There have also been many investigations into the Bermuda Triangle, but none of them have turned up any conclusive evidence of anything unusual or mysterious happening in the area. The US Coast Guard, for example, has investigated many of the disappearances that have occurred in the Bermuda Triangle, and they have been unable to determine a cause for most of them. In many cases, they are simply unable to say what happened because there is no evidence available. Other investigations have come to the conclusion that the disappearances can be explained by natural phenomena such as storms, tides, and currents. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be a grand, mysterious event to cause a ship to sink or an airplane to crash. Sometimes it can be something much smaller, something that goes unnoticed by the rest of the world until it's too late. Take, for example, the disappearance of the Titan submersible that was taking tourists to view the wreckage of the Titanic. A few days after it went missing, debris was found suggesting that it had imploded due to a catastrophic event. It's possible that similar events like the Titan submersible could be happening in the Bermuda Triangle, but without leaving any physical evidence behind. For example, a small fishing boat could have sprung a leak and sunk in the middle of the night, leaving no trace behind. Or a single-engine plane could have malfunctioned and crashed into the ocean without sending any distress signal. These types of incidents are difficult to detect as they do create the kind of waves that would attract attention from search and rescue teams, and they only involve a small number of people, which means that they wouldn't trigger a large-scale investigation either. It is likely that many of the disappearances that have been attributed to the Bermuda Triangle were actually caused by these kinds of small-scale events that went unnoticed by the outside world. These incidents could be happening much more frequently than we realize, but they are simply not being recorded or reported. As technology advances and our understanding of the ocean grows, it is possible that we will learn more about what really happens in the Bermuda Triangle. However, until then, the truth is likely to remain elusive, adding to the enduring mystery of this fascinating region. So, do you believe that there is a secret to the Bermuda Triangle that has been hidden from us? Or do you think that all the disappearances that have occurred in the area can be explained by natural phenomena or human error? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our other videos on the Bermuda Triangle as well as our latest content on ancient aliens. We've got tons of videos covering everything from ancient astronaut evidence to conspiracy theories and everything else in between. So you're bound to find something that interests you. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you next time.